What's up, YouTube? Before I shut this Dr. Umar thing down, I still got 2 more videos. Oh man, should I show? Yeah, I want to show this real quick, man. Shout out to Leonard, but I want to get a female's perspective on all this stuff. But before we get into it, check this out, man. I haven't seen it or heard this yet, but my man, I always like to see, I'm a jokester myself, so I like to see other people's jokes and everything. Y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. We're going to hear this Leonard thing real quick, and then we're going to jump back to girlfriend. Watch this, man. Let's check this out.
I need you to understand, overstand, understand. I need you to understand, overstand, and understand. Brother Jose.
Sí, señor, ¿cómo está?
Peace and love, good brother. You got any time to slide by today?
Sí, tengo 5 minutos.
As soon as possible. How soon can you get here?
15 minutos, 20.
601 East 17th Street, Wilmington.
Okay.
We're right around the corner from the Boys and Girls Club.
Sí, comprende.
601 East 17th Street, Wilmington, Delaware.
Comprende, sí. Can I come now? Why are you sniffing? You sniff time? What's going on? Turn the heat down.
Yes, sir. I need you to look at 2 things, Brother Jose.
Okay.
The first thing is the HVAC unit on our small gym has to be switched out.
Sí.
The company that produced the existing unit can replicate another unit.
¿Qué?
I just need to find a tech who is able to replace the unit when the new one has completed production.
Okay, no problema.
Which will take about 60 days, the company has told me.
¿Qué?
So I need you to look at it, let me know if you can do it, and what will the cost be for you to remove this old one, put the new one in, and the new one is going to look identical to the old one, but it's a more modern version.
¿Qué? No comprende.
We're going to buy the unit.
Okay.
Okay, so that's number 1. I want you to look at that.
God.
Number 2
sí,
is on the small school, Brother Jose.
Okay.
We have a roof unit that has to be replaced.
Yeah.
We've already got the new unit produced. It is sitting in storage. But I have not been able to find a tech who can get the permit, block off the street, bring the crane, lift the new unit up on top of the school, tie it all in. So that unit has been sitting. It was delivered on November the 1st.
November?
And it's been sitting there for 3 months, Jose. So,
Tres?
And it's the same unit. All we did was order a replica of what's up there because it was custom made.
Pero no comprende. Don't make no sense, my friend. Okay? You go where you want me to come. I can look. You tell me what you want.
I'm not sure because it went straight to storage, and I'll share with you where that is. But it's supposed to be identical. It's supposed to be identical to the one up there. It is at a crane yard, and I have the address. It's not far from the school.
Is a crane yard? You say crane yard, huh? You too funny.
Okay.
Huh? Sí, pero tú tengo the
Yes,
money.
sir.
Huh? The money? You have the money? I got ¿cuánto? Tell me how much you pay.
No problem. I'm here waiting on you. Keep me posted.
How much?
Okay. Thanks, Jose. All right.
Hello?
First chat, thank you so much for tuning on in. Shout out to Brother Jose. Thank you for your patience. We got quite a bit to get into.
All right, that's enough of that one, man. Oh my gracious, that is crazy, man. Hey, let's get into some seriousness, man. Shout out to this young lady's channel, Lovely TV. I know I'm saying that wrong, man, but shout out. I'm tired. I wanna it's tea time, man. I wanna get a perspective. Dr. Umar GofundTunde admits that he's losing his schools, and Charlamagne makes excuses for his mess. That's what I want to hear. I want to see this Charlamagne thing. I can't believe this brother. I can't believe you, man. And everybody think they so smart. Oh my God, I can't believe me. Y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell.
Has literally been blowing up with people wanting me to do an update on Umar. If you guys do not know, I talked about him in my last stream where he was saying that, you know, Dr. Bussy and, you know, Medea got his bank accounts frozen and that, you know, he wasn't able to access the FDMG accounts or his personal accounts. And now more information has come out that basically this man owes so much money in back taxes, water bills, and everything else. And FDMG is getting ready to be auctioned off. This is embarrassing and it's sad. So we're going to go ahead and break this down. I'm going to go ahead and rewind that back.
First of all, ladies and gentlemen, how can I say this? Can't nobody get my bank accounts frozen. Can't nobody hack into my bank accounts. Or should I say, can't nobody hack into your bank accounts and get them to be frozen. Can't nobody hack into your bank account and where you can't get access to your money. Can't nobody do that.
Back and take you guys to videos that he has done about 2 weeks ago, then the video that he did 8 days ago, and then the video that came out last night that has gone viral all over social media. People are not here for it. People are very upset because, again, a lot of people donated to this school. And the Prince of Pampookism, a.k.a. Dr. Umar GofundTunde, has done nothing but squander the money, okay? So we're going to go ahead and watch these clips right now. So this video is from 2 weeks ago, so we're going to go ahead and watch some of this just to refresh y'all's memory. He claimed that they hacked into the FDMG bank account.
Yeah, I have a very important message. I'm only going to keep you about 5 minutes. This morning, I received a text message from one of my homies. He needed Dr. Umar to send him a couple dollars. This morning, I received a text message from one of my homies. He needed Dr. Umar to send him a couple dollars. I logged into my account just to check my balance because I haven't done so since I left for South Africa back on July 10th. Only to discover that I could not log into my account. I could not log into my account. So then I called the bank to find out what was going on. And the bank told me to enter my 16-digit card number. I did that. They told me they had no record of my account. They had no record of my account. The bank that I've been with since I was a teenager told me they had no record of my account.
A bullshit. Objection. This makes
a bullshit. A bullshit. Bullshit.
Absolutely no sense. How can a bank that you've been with since your teenage years have absolutely no record of your account? Before they shut down any account, they're going to notify you. And who the hell goes weeks without checking their bank account? That is insane to me.
So then I called the bank.
A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
And the bank told me that my personal account, as well as the independent Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy account, have both been frozen. Both bank accounts have been frozen. Both bank accounts have been frozen. And I was told that there is an investigation into my personal account as well as the school account. I asked them, was this due to suspicion of any fraud on my part? I was told that it was not due to suspicion of any fraud on my part.
Objection. Why is that the first question that comes to your mind? If my bank account is frozen, I'm going to feel away. I'm going to be snapping. I'm going to want to know why my bank account is frozen. I can't access it. My first thought is, oh, let me ask the bank, is it due to them suspecting me of fraud? It's almost like he's projecting. It's almost like you were taken from the church's plate. Because why is fraud even coming across your mind if this is just an honest error? Suspicious.
A bullshit.
But I was told.
A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
That's why. I'm just helping you out, Miss Thing. Beautiful, beautiful channel and everything, man. Y'all go definitely support her. Even though she got over 1 million subscribers, baby. You can tell, hey, beyond a reasonable doubt, you can tell she ain't no, what do you call him? I forgot already. I know Uncle Mike crazy. Struggling YouTuber. I forgot the words he used. I can't quote his words. He's you a struggling YouTuber. She ain't no struggling YouTuber, that's by far. So let's continue with your lies. Here we go.
Told that it was due to suspicion of fraudulent activity. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access to my personal account and the FDMG account. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access to my personal account and the FDMG account. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access into my personal account and the FDMG account. Brothers and sisters, if you have sent a donation to FDMG, let's give it until the end of the month to see if this gets cleared up. They have given me no definitive timeline as to when their investigation will conclude. They have given me no definitive timeline as to when their investigation will conclude. If you have sent a check or money order donation to FDMG, let's wait until August the 1st, Black August, and see if this situation has gotten cleared up. They told me they sent me a letter to this point on July the 10th, the day that I left for South Africa. I was told that the timeline of suspicious activity was June 25th to July the 10th. I was told that the timeline for suspicious activity was between June 25th, that's when Medea went public. Everybody knows who Medea is. July 25th, that's when Medea went public. July the 10th, that's when I left for South Africa. July the 10th, that's when I left.
He's basically trying to set the timeline to make it look like that older woman who came out on him and said that basically he was not, taking care of his mother. They had been sleeping together, her and Umar. She basically put him on blast. So now Umar's trying to make it look like that woman and Lennon Honor have something to do with his bank account being hacked. And that's going to be very important because he's setting the stage for some bullshit. And then we end up finding what's really going on as of today.
Left for South Africa. So y'all know again, June 25th to July 10th is the period of suspicious activity. That is from the time Medea went public and I left for South Africa. Between the time Medea went public and I went for South Africa. So brothers and sisters, if you want to make a donation to FDMG, you must send it to PayPal. Hold off on the checks and money orders until the situation is resolved. Hold off on all FDMG Academy money order and check donations until the situation is resolved.
Okay, so that was the video that went viral 2 weeks ago. Then he came back a week later and went off, had his middle finger up in the air to all the haters and struggle streamers. This man is a trip, but like I said, he's setting the foundation and he's basically trying to lay out to let people know that something is happening behind the scenes without spilling all the tea. So we're gonna go ahead and watch the second video now.
All I want to say to you right now is thank you to those who have been riding with the Prince of Pan-Africanism. Thank you to those who have been standing strong with Ifatunde Oguntade. Thank you to my day one ride or dies. Thank you to the haters, the instigators, the defamers. That's all I'm gonna say. To the haters, instigators, and defamers, that's all I'm going to say.
That is so disgusting. That is a man who's supposed to be a principal, who's supposed to be a role model for young black men and women. And he's sitting up here giving people the middle finger simply because they're questioning his true intentions.
I'll check back so we can open up a new account and keep the ball rolling. There's a lot of people saying a lot of things. I'm only going to say this to the Ifatunde faithful. There's a lot of people saying a lot of things. But I'm going to say this to the Ifatunde faithful. Don't get put in the book of Negroes. Don't get put in the book of Negroes. Don't get put in the book of Negroes. Brothers and sisters, as we get ready for August the 21st, Haitian Revolution Day, Nat Turner Revolution Day, George Jackson Revolution Day, birth of Black Jesus and birth of Ifatunde. As we get closer to August the 21st, the grand finale of Leo season, Haitian Revolution Day, Nat Turner Revolution Day, George Jackson Revolution Day, birth of Black Jesus and birth of King Kong Consciousness Day.
Imagine this grown man is considering himself Black Jesus. Like, he has now deified himself. This is how arrogant Umar Johnson has become over the years. This is not only arrogance, but this is straight up narcissism. He's comparing himself to Jesus Christ. That is insane.
We still working on the renovations, brothers and sisters. We're going to rekey them classroom doors. We're going to lay this tile down. And we're going to apply for the certificate of occupancy. Do anybody got a problem with what I just said? Does any, I'm only talking to my supporters and
Objection. How the hell is he just now applying for a certificate of occupancy? He's had these buildings for at least 5 years. How do you not have everything in order, all of the paperwork, all of your ducks in a row? This makes absolutely no sense that he's now talking about getting a certificate of occupancy.
donors. If you're not a supporter or a donor, hop off the live. If you're not a supporter or a donor, hop off the live. See, everybody talking is YouTubian struggle streamers who don't donate. I ain't heard us.
YouTubian struggle streamers. Yeah, you know she ain't one of those. This girl right here got 1 million subscribers, baby. She clocking some dough, baby. Yeah, she clocking some supporters. She got people listening to her. But what tripped me out is she making a lot of sense, because how you gonna have these buildings and you don't even have a occupancy permit or whatever to get these? You ain't talking about opening up a school, dog, but you ain't handling your business. Your paperwork ain't right. That's what the problem is. It's pouring down raining outside. I'm in the Philippines, y'all.
Slander yet from somebody who actually donates. All I.
It's funny that he likes to call everybody struggle streamers and YouTubian struggle streamers, but yet and still this man literally panhandles for a living on the internet. So if anybody is struggling on YouTube, it seems to be you. Because if you had common sense and understood how YouTube worked, you'd be monetized by now. So you wouldn't have to sit here and panhandle like you've been doing for the past 10 plus years.
See is jealous.
And you probably will make more money. It'll be more honest, and you'll make more money with YouTube. I don't know about Instagram, y'all. I'm not an Instagrammer. I don't know. But y'all hit that subscribe button and hit that bell, and let's check this bad boy out.
People, envious people, opportunists, instigators, YouTubian struggle streamers. Nobody hating is a donor. Nobody hating is a donor. Don't you find that funny? Nobody slandering us is a donor, brothers and sisters. We know who messed our accounts up, and we looking into all that right now. Trust me, there will be retribution. Oh, there will be retribution, brothers and sisters. I can't say it all right now. But there's going to be retribution. We just got to prove a couple things. And if we can prove a couple things, some people are going to be in a whole lot of trouble, brothers and sisters. Oh, yes. Ifatunde Nation. Ifatunde Nation. Ifatunde Nation, stay calm. But this is what I want to say. Hit the PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. Hit the paypal.me/FDMG Academy.
This just goes to show you where Dr. Umar is at with everything and his mentality and what he really thinks about the people. So he's been setting the stage that, Lennon Honor and the lady, I forget her name, the one that he calls Medea, that, they broke into his bank, that they basically hacked into his bank account, took his money, froze the accounts, all this other stuff. Then people start digging more and they find out that there's liens on the property, taxes haven't been paid, all types of things have been going on. So I'm going to go ahead and play you guys this video from TikTok.
Umar Johnson owes the feds around $40,000 in penalties and is probably going to lose that school. It's also why he's asking you guys for so much money every single day. See, if you go to courtconnects.gov and then put in 2 case numbers or put in Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy, you're going to find 2 very, very ridiculous citations stating that on one building they owe $17,810.77 and on the other they owe $20,577.45. When I say they, I mean Umar. The trick of it is he's been putting the name down as Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey RBG International Leadership Academy Inc. But here's the really big kicker. See how that says vacant registration fee? See how that says $15,000? And see how it says $15,000 over here too? Well, if you take a look above my head, you'll see that you receive a new financial penalty every year that this building is vacant, culminating in $5,000 at the 10-year mark. However, there's an additional $500 every year after. Now, I'm going to ask you, if it stops at $5,000 at 10 years of vacancy, but he owes collectively around $30,000 between both buildings in those vacant registration fees, did Umar Johnson ever buy this building, or did he just slap his name on it? Umar Johnson owes the feds around $40,000 in penalties and is probably going to...
Now, this brother made some good points. I don't think he's ever owned this building. He's just not talking about applying for occupancy in these buildings that he's been talking about on social media for the past 5+ years. So there's a lot of things not clean in the buttermilk, but Umar Johnson came out yesterday and spoke, and this video has gone viral all over social media. Basically, this man is about to lose these buildings, as people have suspected now for weeks.
Not only are the accounts frozen, make sure y'all hit my Venmo and my PayPal. PayPal.me/Umar the Psychologist. PayPal.me/Umar the Psychologist, or tap my Venmo. Text me for the links to donate to FDMG. Text me for the links to support Dr. Umar. 215-989-9858. 215-989-9858. On August the 5th, brothers and sisters, on August the 5th, the city of Wilmington, Delaware, took out a notice to auction off the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy campus for unpaid vacant property registration fees. I repeat, on August the 5th, the city of Wilmington, Delaware, took out a lien to auction off the campus we bought, the campus we've been working on for 6.5 years. I was not notified of this. We were not notified of this.
Objection. This makes no sense. How was he not notified of this, but random people on TikTok were able to easily pull up this information? And the thing is, when you're getting tax bills and you're behind on stuff, they're going to notify you time and time again until you finally get a final notice once you're not responding. So for him to try and act like he's so unaware of all of these debts and what's going on, to me, is ridiculous. If you're an adult and you're running a business, or hell, if you own a home, if you have bills, you're going to get notified once you're past due. They're going to be calling your phone. Hell, I did collections for years. They're going to be hounding you for a payment. So he was very much aware of what's going on, but now he's trying to play crazy and deflect. Because remember, 2 weeks ago, everything was Medea and Len and Honor. Now, all of a sudden, here's the truth coming out because TikTokers were able to pull the receipts. And now he's trying to come out with the whole truth, but he still does not want to take personal responsibility.
This past weekend, without an email, this past weekend, without a letter in the mail, this past weekend, without a phone call, the city of Wilmington put a notice on the door handle of both of our schools, informing me that if we don't pay the past due vacant property registration fees and outstanding utilities,
by the 25th of Black August, they will sell our campus. Brothers and sisters, can I ask you a question? Why were we not notified that they were going to try to sell our campus? Brothers and sisters, why are they trying to sell our campus at the very moment that our accounts are frozen? Brothers and sisters, is it a coincidence? Is it a coincidence? Is it a coincidence that the city of Wilmington is trying to sell properties that we own and have been working on continuously behind our backs? They were going to sell our schools behind our backs.
Objection. Now, child, let me come on this screen real quick so y'all can see my face. Everybody knows I'm a conspiracy theorist, okay? I love a good conspiracy, bitch. But this man is so full of shit. Okay, the reason why his accounts are frozen, it's not because Medea did it. It's not because Lennon Honor hacked into his account and everything else. This is a tax issue. Anytime you have issues with the IRS and they want their money and you're not responding back to the notices, guess what? They freeze your account. I've been there. I had moved from South Carolina. I guess I had owed $2,500. They weren't able, they were sending letters to my old home. I had been out of there. And this was like over a few years. And by that time I was back in Minnesota. So one day I'm at the gas station trying to get gas. My card's not working. Go to the bank. Everything is fucking frozen. And it's the weekend. So I'm not going to get any information till that Monday. And I'm literally, they're like, the IRS froze your account. You know, we don't have much else. You know, they didn't have much information. So they told me to call the number. Call the IRS. I'm breaking down crying because I'm not even understanding what the hell is going on. And they're like, yeah, we froze your account because you still owe us $2,500 in back taxes. And I'm like, what? We sent letters out to your address that we had in South Carolina. We didn't get a response. So that's what they do. They freeze your account. Long story short, they got me to stop crying. I didn't have the full $2,500, you know, so they put me on a payment plan. So I was on a payment plan for 6 months until it was
real. That's real. That is real. People, we're getting real information now. We're getting real information now. It happened to me too. You gotta go on the monthly payment. And you can stop the monthly payment and get back on. You can stop it again and get back on. Try not to do that too many times. But let them know that, yeah. The eyes don't play, baby. They don't play. They're a swinker. Whenever they freeze your account or your money, it's because of something you did. Not because what Medea and all these other people you lying about.
Long story short, they got me to stop crying. I didn't have the full $2,500, you know, so they put me on a payment plan. So I was on a payment plan for 6 months until it was paid off. But even before then, once you do a payment plan with them, they unfreeze your account. So they unfroze my account like within, I want to say, a few hours. My account was back active. You know, I did the payment plan, paid it off. This man is full of shit. He has squandered the money. He does not have the 40 grand to pay. So whatever money was in that FDMG account, in his personal account, the IRS froze it to get their money out, to get whatever he owed them. And probably the whole amount that he owes them is not what was in those accounts. Maybe the accounts only hold, you know, $5,000 or less. They said, oh, well, we're going to take what we can take. But this is why his accounts are frozen. He has not paid taxes. He has not paid bills. None of that. This is why the city of Wilmington is coming for him. Because those buildings that he hasn't even occupied in 6 years, they could be used for something else. They could be renovated, turned into apartments, turned into a real school for real children. Instead of this being a figment of his imagination. Everything that he said that he was going to do with this school, he has not done. And it's ridiculous that he's sitting here still trying to run game on his supporters. And if y'all are believing this shit, I legit have a bridge to sell y'all.
Why? Why can we not believe in her? Why can we not believe in her? She black. She's a female. Why we can't believe in her? And we gotta believe in this Dr. Umar. A doctor of what? She has over 1 million subscribers. Why would she want to lie to you? That's what I want to know. She got over $1 million. She clocking in. She good. She alright. She done learned her lesson on the IRS. I learned my lesson on the IRS. I'm gonna go home. When I get home, I gotta take care of some things. Yeah. Nah, homie. Dr. Umar, you keep hiding. Stop hiding. You only hiding from yourself. 2 weeks, y'all. Guarantee you 2 weeks you're gonna hear something completely different. He already took the video down. I was wondering why I couldn't find it. He done took the video down. So what are you gonna do now? Why are you putting up videos and taking them down? That's what I want to know. Why are you taking the video down? Come on, sister, talk to him. Talk to him quick before we forget.
Because he's full of crap. So we're going to go ahead and finish watching what else he has to say.
They didn't even tell us that they were going to try to sell our schools. We received no notice in the mail. We received no notice by email. We received no phone calls at all that they were going to try to sell our schools. Instead, they put a notice on the door handle. Somebody stole one set of...
But mind you, this man is literally at this school every day struggle streaming. He talks about YouTubers being struggle streamers. You guys can go onto his account on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. He's in front of this school 24/7. He's so full of crap.
Notifications and sent it to the YouTubian struggle streamers. Somebody stole the Frederick Douglass High School paperwork off the front door and sent it to the struggle streamers. But luckily for us, Sister Ra Ebony was able to get the paperwork off the Marcus Garvey School before the haters stole that paperwork. I believe, brothers and sisters, and please let me know your opinion. I believe, brothers and sisters, and please let me know your opinion. I believe, brothers and sisters, and please let me know your opinion. I believe that they were going to sell the school, and they wanted to sell the school before we found out. I believe that they wanted to sell the school before we found out. We were not.
Why do you believe that? And what benefit? You over here working hard as you can, right? Brother. And I'm hoping, and I'm pretty sure Leonard and this young lady right here and everybody, we ain't trying to sabotage and chop you off at the ankles. We ain't trying to do that. We would prefer to see you succeed with what you said you're going to do. What benefit do people like me and the rest of the crew, what benefit do we get hacking into your accounts and making you lose your school? Only thing that's, if you had a good dream of teaching these kids and this school is about to open and you're going to really teach these kids, we want to help you, brother. Oh my God.
Not supposed to know that they were going to sell our school. Why do I say that? We were given no notification. We received no letter in the mail. We received no email. We received no phone call that they were going to try to sell our schools. Instead, they put a notice on the door. In a low-income neighborhood, they put a notice on the door with rubber band and masking tape. They put a notice on the school front door with a rubber band and masking tape.
Objection. He sounds more pissed about the rubber band and masking tape than the fact that he just chose not to pay his damn taxes. He just chose not to pay the bills. No sense of personal responsibility whatsoever. It is everybody else's fault. It's never Umar's fault. It's always a conspiracy. It's the white man. It's the haters. It's the struggle streamers. No personal responsibility for even getting himself into this position when this man has seen $1 million+ over the years to get this school off the ground.
Just to be clear, a lot of people saying that even on the paperwork, I think it says that the taxes owed on the property was at 0. So she keeps saying taxes, and this is what happens with people. She's saying taxes, but she mean, Omar, you owe something. It may not be taxes. It may be a fee for not having this place occupied, this back land. ownership, you know, keeping up the land, not necessarily using the word taxes, but this taxes, he owing taxes is a broad blanket. That's just a blanket saying he owes something. He owes some money to the governments, and they come in and collect. It don't necessarily mean it's taxes that's owed, but you owe some sewage and water bills and you owe some shit. How about that? You owe some money to some shit you ain't paid, my brother. How about that? Let's clean this stuff up and see who's right and who's wrong. Good God Almighty, let's go.
Brothers and sisters, it gets worse. Back in April, when I found out about the overdue vacant property registration fees, I had asked the city of Wilmington if they could retroactively apply our nonprofit waiver. According to the nonprofit waiver for the city of Wilmington, if you are a nonprofit organization, they will waive your vacant property registration fees for 4 years. If you are a nonprofit organization in the city of Wilmington, they will waive your nonprofit vacant property registration fees for 4 years. If they would have applied our nonprofit vacant property registration waiver, we would owe absolutely nothing. We would owe absolutely nothing. We would owe absolutely nothing. But I asked them, and they ignored my emails for 4 months. They ignored my phone calls for 4 months. They ignored our emails for 4 months. They ignored our phone calls for 4 months. And instead, the first time I hear from them since April, the first time I hear from them since contacting them April, asking them to apply our vacant property registration fee waiver to the past 4 years so we would owe absolutely nothing, they ignored me since April. They ignored me since April. No phone call, no email, nothing in the postal mail since April. And the first thing we find out, the first time we hear from them since April, is a letter on the front door of the school, affixed with a rubber band and masking tape. A rubber band and masking tape. Brothers and sisters, giving us 20 days to pay these back taxes. We already paid $30,000 for war.
You notice there's a lot of our school. Now it's our school. Before it was his school. He didn't want to connect with anybody. Lord Jamar tried to hook him up with other like-minded brothers. He wanted no parts. Now all of a sudden it's our school. These are our taxes. No, Umar, this is in your name. This is your school. This is your responsibility. You're the chief, the CEO, the principal, and some more shit. Got more titles in a little bit. This is your school, your debt. The people don't owe you anything because the people have donated. The people gave you money, and what did you do with that money? You lived high off the hog and you squandered it.
Order that we don't even use. We just paid $30,000 to the city of Wilmington for water that we don't even use. And now we got to pay another $30,000 for vacant property registration fees that we shouldn't even owe because we should have a waiver. We should have a waiver. We should have a waiver. And it gets worse, brothers and sisters. It gets worse because they are raising the vacant property registration fee. They are raising the vacant property registration fee this fall from $5,000 a year to $12,000 a year. I'm going to say it again. They are raising the vacant property registration fee this fall from $5,000 a year to $12,000 a year.
So, objection. He's mad about them raising the price, but why the fuck is it vacant? That is the real question. He has had these buildings for the past 6 years. Why is it still vacant? Why is it not occupied? Where are the children? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is he doing here? This is not a school. This is just some bullshit that he put together to get money.
Brothers and sisters, I want y'all to get ready for a protest. Okay. I want all FDMG donors and supporters to get ready for a protest. We may have to march on City Hall, brothers and sisters. We may have to march on City Hall because of the racism.
You can't make
I'm going to call it what it is, racism.
Racism. Okay.
Discriminatory treatment. Why did we get no notification that y'all were going to sell our schools?
The better question is, why did you not pay the bill? Why is your school still vacant where you have to pay a vacancy bill? Why is the school not occupied? This is not racism. This is about money. And one thing that America understands is green. Okay, it's not about black and white. It's about green.
Why did you not respond to any of our emails to retroactively apply our vacant property registration fee waiver? I knew they didn't want Dr. Umar in Wilmington. I didn't know it was this bad. I knew.
Sir, shut up. They allowed you to be there for 6 years and be past due on the water bill, taxes, and some more shit. If they wanted you out of Wilmington, you'd have been out of there years ago. They were very patient, a lot more patient than they would have been with most people.
That the power structure. I'm not talking about the brothers and sisters in the community. They love us. Shout out to our Wilmington, Delaware family. Shout out to our Wilmington, Delaware family. They love Dr. Umar and FDMG. I'm talking about the power structure of Wilmington, Delaware. We knew they didn't want us in that city, but we didn't know they would go this far as to ignore us for 4 months and try to sell the school behind our backs. I didn't know they would go this far as to ignore us for 4 months and try to sell the school behind our backs. I didn't know they would go this far. Try to sell the school behind our backs. I didn't know they would go this far to ignore us for 4 months and try to sell our schools that we've been working on for 6.5 years behind our backs. So brothers and sisters, this is what we're going to do. We're going to fight like hell to get our money from the bank. We're going to pay off this vacant property registration fee waiver. And we might still have a protest at City Hall because this is wrong, brothers and sisters. I have emailed the mayor. I have gotten no response. I have emailed the chief of staff. I have gotten no response. I have emailed the city council president. I have gotten no response. So brothers and sisters, I'm going to meet with my team and we're going to decide if we're going to go ahead and have this protest. And it ain't going to be one. We're going to do multiple protests. And we're going to invite our donors and supporters from across the state of Delaware, our donors and supporters across the United States, and our donors and supporters across the entire planet. We may have to march on Delaware to let them know that you don't treat black people like this. Because if I was white, I wouldn't have been treated like this. If we were Asian, we wouldn't have been treated like this. If we were Arab, we wouldn't have been treated like this.
He's really turning this into a race issue when this is a personal accountability issue. Okay? He wasn't accountable for the money that his donors gave him for years. He squandered the money and he chose not to pay the bills. And now it's because he's a black man. I knew this was going to come down the pipeline. I knew he was going to turn this into a whole conspiracy about how the white man doesn't want a school for black boys and the white man's trying to bring down the black man. This is a bunch of dusty, degenerate bullshit that's coming out his mouth. He should be ashamed of himself.
If we were Jewish, we wouldn't have been treated like this. But we were treated like this because we were black. How dare you ignore us for 4 months and then put a sign on our door without even telling us that you're going to sell our properties? Brothers and sisters, why didn't we receive a certified letter? Why didn't we receive a certified letter? Why didn't we receive an email?
Now he about to tell on himself. After all that, he's about to tell on himself. Let's keep listening.
Why didn't we receive a phone call? Oh, we not going to quit. We not going to give in. The only thing left on the elementary school is to lay down the tile. We're going to lay down this tile. And we're going to apply for our certificate of occupancy. We're going to lay down this tile and we're going to apply for our certificate of occupancy. We're going to lay down this tile and we're going to apply for our certificate of occupancy.
He has been in this building for 6+ years. Why is the tile just now getting laid? Don't forget, I built my home from the ground up. Okay, so I know how it is. I'm not comparing a home to a damn school, but it does not take that long to, tile a building, get a building up to code, and then have it occupied. This man had absolutely no intentions in opening up this school. This was nothing but a hustle to get people to keep donating. And now that people are not donating like they once were because they see he's full of shit and the economy is starting to tank, now he has to, start up a new hustle. It does not take 6 years to tile anything.
Pensy. And if we have trouble getting our inspection and certificate of occupancy, we will have to march. We will have to march. We might march anyway, brothers and sisters. We're not giving up. We're not giving up, brothers and sisters. We're not giving up. We need y'all to call the mayor of Wilmington, Delaware. We need y'all to call the mayor's chief of staff in Wilmington, Delaware. We need y'all to call the city council president of Wilmington, Delaware. We need y'all to call the commissioner of license and inspections of Wilmington, Delaware. We need y'all to call the vacant property office of Wilmington, Delaware, and demand that those unjust fees be removed from our account. Let them know that you are a donor of FDMG. Let them know you are a supporter of FDMG. And let them know that if this situation is not rectified, we will march on the city and we will sue the city of Wilmington, Delaware. We will sue the city of Wilmington, Delaware for racism and discriminatory treatment.
This is embarrassing.
This man is so full of shit. Brothers and sisters, repeat after me, okay? Yeah. Donations forever. The school will not be open, never. Donations forever. The school will not be open, never. Donations forever. The school will not be opening, never. Okay? This man is so full of crap. And the thing that bothers me is the fact that he thinks black people are stupid. He thinks that he can play in black folks' faces and run game and, just talk a mile a minute and use all these big words. You're not fooling us. You're not fooling us with common sense. And what bothers me is that Charlamagne the God was on his Brilliant Idiots podcast with Andrew Schultz, and Charlamagne is still defending Umar Johnson. It's like, bro, are you serious right now? Let's go ahead and watch what Charlamagne the God had to say about all of this foolishness that has been coming out about Umar Johnson.
FDMG, the bank is not giving me a timeline as to when this situation is going to be resolved.
Let me tell you something. That video right there should prove to people that Dr. Umar is exactly who he's always claimed to be. Because Dr. Umar...
I couldn't believe, I swear to God, yeah. As soon as he said that video right there should prove to y'all that, I just knew he was going to say, prove to y'all that Dr. Umar is a scammer. That's what I thought he was going to say, something like that. He went to the opposite side of the fence, young. Oh my God. It's almost like, if you know somebody getting paid to say something, that's what they look like. They look like him. You took a pay to say that.
To say about all of this foolishness that has been coming out about Umar Johnson.
FDMG, the bank is not giving me a timeline as to when this situation is going to be resolved.
Let me tell you something. That video right there should prove to people that Dr. Umar is exactly who he's always claimed to be. Because Dr. Umar has never asked anybody for a personal dollar. People always think that when he's asking for donations, he's doing it for selfish reasons, but the school is in Delaware. Like, we can't sit here and act like that school is not in Delaware. We can't sit here and act like, he hasn't shown us all the renovations he's done on the school. I think,
So what's that have to do with his personal finances?
He said they froze his account.
What's that got to do with the school?
He says that he's paying all those bills through his personal account.
Well, that's not how you run a school.
Right.
Oh, Chris, don't, you're asking too many.
So maybe that's the thing. Maybe Dr. Umar just hasn't been up.
In other words, shut up, man. We getting paid from these people to be on their side. You see what I'm saying? Hey, look here, man. You making it look. We gonna not get this check. We're gonna not get this check, bruh. We got to stay on this side.
Personal account.
Well, that's not how you run a school.
Right.
Oh, Chris, don't, you're asking too many.
So maybe that's the thing. Maybe Dr. Umar just hasn't been up on his business the way he should have been all of these years.
I mean, does that even make any sense to you, Charlamagne? How do you claim to be a scholar and 6 degrees and so smart and this amazing orator, Black Jesus Christ reincarnated? He has all these titles for himself, but yet and still he doesn't know any type of business decorum. He doesn't understand business. Well, then why not get people who do understand business around you instead of winging this shit for the past 6 years? Charlamagne is making excuses for Dr. Umar, and it's not okay.
I think that could be
I just don't think Dr. Umar would get out there and personally ask for money if he was using that money for personal reasons. If he was using the money he was getting for schools for personal reasons, even if his account was frozen, he wouldn't get online and expose himself like this and ask.
What makes you think? Hold up, bruh. What makes you think he wouldn't do it like this? That reminds me of this movie Richard Pryor was in, and you had Bill Cosby, Richard Pryor, and Sidney Poitier. And they said, "Come on, brother, why us? Why us, brother?" And Richard Pryor looked at the dude and said, "Why not you, brother?" What makes you think he wouldn't get on like that or like this or whatever the hell you talk? What is you talking about? Like that's your family member or something, man. You sound stupid. God dang, young. I swear to God, man. Y'all no more Breakfast Club, man. I never looked at the show.
6 years. Charlamagne is making excuses for Dr. Umar, and it's not okay.
I think that could be
I just don't think Dr. Umar would get out there and personally ask for money if he was using that money for personal reasons. If he was using the money he was getting for schools for personal reasons, even if his account was frozen, he wouldn't get online and expose himself like this and ask for actual money and tell everybody, hey, my accounts are frozen.
I believe him, man. I believe him.
I believe him too. Dr. Umar would not get online and tell people, I don't have any money personally coming in right now. My account is frozen.
Because if he was moneying them, he would just say, give me more donations.
Yes.
But this one, he's not saying give donations to the school. He's saying give us personal donations. What Chris brings up, which I think is...
They're so full of shit.
Donations. Donations. Donations.
What the hell
Donations.
is that? What the hell is that? What is that?
Donations. Gifts. 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 More gifts. More gifts. More gifts.
What the hell?
Sister Tammy Gilmore, you want a $2 refund? I'll be damned if I give you 8 quarters back. You don't even want to give 8 quarters to black boys? Damn that, sister. You're not getting no refund.
Quaker Grits is $20 million a year off black folks. Quaker Grits. Can I have your grit money for 1 year? Give me your grit money for 1 year and I will build 10 schools across this country. Give
making me
your
hungry,
grits.
man.
Give me your Quaker Grits. No more grits for 1 year. Can we sacrifice our grits for 1 year? Can we sacrifice the grits? If you give me the grits, 19 million on Quaker Grits.
Brothers and sisters, give me your grit money, give me your weave money, give me your perm money, your Jordan money, your Alizé money, your 40-ounce money. We need the money, brothers and sisters. How about you hit the cash app?
I'm gracious, but I'm not content. Because I know y'all got a lot more to give me than some $250,000. When Darren Wilson killed Michael Brown, white folks gave him $300,000 in 3 weeks. And after 6 months, I only got $250,000. Trifling ass black people.
So you guys just heard what Charlamagne had to say. And the reason why he's trying to, act like, oh, I believe Umar and he would never scam is because the Breakfast Club has been guilty of co-signing a lot of scammers over the years. Everybody from Brother Polite, Dr. Umar, Jay Morrison, the list goes on. And black folks are tired of the nonsense. Quit playing in our faces. Stop platforming these people that you don't really know about, that have not been vetted, and then they end up turning out to be scammers, just like Cesar Pena and the whole DJ Envy situation. So I believe that is why Charlamagne the God is making excuses for Dr. Umar, because the Breakfast Club has co-signed them several times and brought them on the platform. At this point in time, Charlamagne the God and Umar Johnson both need Donkey of the Day. Do not sit here and co-sign and excuse nonsense. Umar has been scamming. He's always asking for donations. Okay, donations, gifts. He's always asking for that. So for them to try and act like, oh, you know, somehow this time is different is insane. Yes, he does have those buildings, but now we're finding out that he doesn't really occupy them. He hasn't gotten the proper licenses to even occupy the buildings. And he owes all types of taxes and, you know, vacancy, you know, payments and everything else. So who cares if he has these buildings and he's doing a little walk around the building when no work has been done in over 6+ years? He's still looking to tile the floors. It does not take 6 years to have a contractor come in and tile your floors. If you're serious, they can be done within a weekend. You know, so I really believe that Charlamagne is trying to play crazy. He's trying to play willfully ignorant, and I hate that. And this is why a lot of people do not trust the mainstream media, mainstream podcasts, mainstream radio, because, again, they're always trying to toe a tight line and, you know, and just not keep it real. He knows that Umar's full of shit. Everything that Umar has been saying for years is not, you know, it's not coming to fruition. You can tell that Andrew Schultz wants to say something so bad because he's caught out Umar in the past. But again, he does not want to ruffle black folks' feathers. So I'm just really disappointed in Charlamagne's take. And this is why scammers continue to scam the community. Because nobody wants to hold them accountable. Nobody wants to feel stupid for platforming them and co-signing them. So we rather just turn and look the other way. So shame on Charlamagne for even trying to act willfully ignorant when it comes to this whole Dr. Umar Johnson situation. So now we're going to go ahead and look at some TikTok reactions crazy. Because like I said, this news broke yesterday. So people are on TikTok going in on Dr. Umar and all his foolishness. So we're going to go ahead and check all of that out right now.
Dr. Umar Johnson. Yo, I don't want to give myself too much credit because I clocked a fraud 10+ years ago. I've been telling people 10+ years, even before I discovered Leonor Honor, that this guy is either willfully incompetent or a fraud, a scammer. Now here we sit where he still takes no ownership of any shortcomings, not paying taxes, not paying your bills. Now the city of Delaware, the city of Wilmington wants to take the buildings. It's not a school, they're buildings. And now instead of taking ownership and say, you know what, to my supporters, I fucked up. I didn't pay the bills and I thought I had more time. You still don't take ownership. Now you want to make a conspiracy. Now you want to appease to it being racism, when in actuality, you are a fraudster who used the money for yourself and now you're being exposed. I need people to wake up. You can support empowering and educating black people and also recognize a guy who is not living up to the hype. Stop inviting him to speak at your events. Stop inviting him to talk to you about parenting when he's not even an active father. How can a motherfucker who's not an active father give parents parenting advice?
Facts.
What? Come on, man. Come on, wake up. Wake up. He's finally being exposed. Please stop giving him opportunity to speak. Let him run the YouTube circuit. He can keep making speeches, but stop inviting him. Stop boosting his ego. He has failed you. Every single penny that was given has not gone to help not one black boy. It's helped one black man get a rental car and yap all the time. That's it. Wake up.
Dr. Umar is a scammer. Dr. Umar is a scammer. Dr. Umar is a scammer. That school is never gonna open, bro. There's no chance that school is ever gonna open. Now this dude is on the internet asking for money. And this dude has actually been on the internet since I was in high school. And he's been asking for money. And after all these years of this dude asking for money, he doesn't have $40,000 to pay his bill. That doesn't make any sense. I want to know why his assets have been frozen. I want to know why he never opened the school. I saw a video the other day. He went back to the school and he was like picking out colors and stuff for the walls. But he's still trying to paint the walls? Bro, this thing has been in the works for like 10 or 11 years. When are you going to open the school, Dr. Umar? When are you going to open the school, Dr. Umar? When are you going to open the school, Dr. Umar? I'm just so confused by the whole situation. When I first saw Dr. Umar, I immediately knew he was a scammer because he was saying he was related to Frederick Douglass. And I was just like, bro, this seems like the most elaborate cap I have ever seen.
So, Dr. Umar.
Why, first of all, why in the world, what difference does it make who you related to? Just be proud of whoever you are. I think we supposed to be related to somebody, and I don't know. Thank you, dear. She gave me a Snickers. I supposed to be related to somebody. I don't know who the hell it is, and it is supposed to be some. I don't know. Not bad. It's supposed to be somebody black and powerful. Keep hope alive. I don't even want to say the wrong name because I don't even. Who gives a shit? Who cares? Why does it? Oh my God! Here we go.
He was saying he was related to Frederick Douglass, and I was just like, bro, this seems like
I'm related to Frederick Douglass. I know that's the wrong name, but it's somebody like that. Shit. I mean,
the most elaborate cap I have ever seen.
Cap.
So, Dr. Umar's school is up for grabs, y'all. Listen and listen to me clearly. Dr. Umar's school is up for grabs, y'all. Dr. Umar's school is up for grabs. Like, the man can't afford to continue that school. He can't. He ate all the money. So, my question is, right? Since everybody's panties was in a bunch about this Essence Fest, right? FBA, yes, your name is back in my mouth. Are you gonna buy his school and make this all black boys school? Are you gonna buy it? Like, this is the perfect time to do it. This is the perfect time to get to buy Dr. Umar's school. Or does an African gotta come and do it?
So y'all, over there on the YouTube streets, they is saying that Dr. Umar is about to lose that school. And he knows he about to lose that school. That's why I knew that whole thing about, oh, they froze my bank accounts and blaming it on that girl and the guy from YouTube. They hacked into my accounts and it was fraudulent activity, so they froze my accounts and I have to get my accounts unfrozen and I'm broke and y'all need to. That was all a scheme that Dr. Umar set up, okay? Dr. Umar been knew he owes $38,000 on those buildings. Haven't been paying bills on those buildings for months. You already knew that the feds was closing in on you, the IRS is closing in on you, and I feel like it got so deep that he just felt like, I'm just going to jump ship and abandon the whole situation. But in order for him to do so, he had to come up with an excuse to give his followers that are still following him for whatever reason. So perfect, him and this lady is going back and forth. He comes out and says, oh, and she got a hold of my private bank account information. That was setting the play up right there. Then the following week he comes.
I agree. He was setting all of this up because he knew he was getting ready to lose those buildings. All of this was a play for the underlay.
Comes out and tells us, oh, my bank account was frozen.
It's so many people saying, you know what, he knew this was coming. That's why he said that my bank accounts is frozen. He knew this was coming. Oh my God, that's funny how so many people saying that he knew that was coming. Oh my God.
Because people try to hack into my accounts and it was frozen for fraudulent activity. No, and even if it was the case that your bank accounts was frozen, which I feel like his bank accounts was frozen, but that's because the feds is in your bank account. The feds is in your business now. I would not be surprised, y'all, if Dr. Umar at some point ends up either behind bars for scamming. Okay, because all y'all donation money is gone. You could hang it up. You're never getting it back.
Right.
But he's gonna be behind bars for scamming and fraudulent activity, defrauding the government, or he's going to run his behind over to Africa and he's not coming back. And watch he make up an excuse. He's gonna make it seem like people are after him. It's an agenda, blah, 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 blah. But watch what I tell, mark my words, he's gonna come up with something real good as to why those schools got taken from him. And I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to start it over again and ask for y'all donations.
Get a job, Dr. Umar. Get a job, my nigga. Okay? Like a trade. You do know what a trade is, sir, right? You was on the Breakfast Club, and when they was interviewing you, you know, the many times you've been on there, you was talking about black men should, you know, enlist in doing a trade, learning a trade. So why the fuck is you online begging for fucking money, crying about your finances? My nigga, you think we really that stupid? How desperate and pathetic does one have to be to resort to using their social media to desperately fucking beg for money? You're a grown-ass man. You know, yeah, you got degrees. I know a lot of people with degrees, college degrees, myself included. I work a 9 to 5. Okay? Ain't nothing wrong with working a 9 to 5, my nigga. I will do that. I will work 10 jobs for it. You see me get online and beg people, beg and guilt trip people into fucking giving me money. Oh, stop the panhandling. What's another word for panhandling? Grifting, scamming, whatever it is you're doing, it's not right, Dr. Umar. This is why, you know, I put a video out about Dr. Umar over a year ago. Another prediction I called because I could see, you know, this is my autism. Shout out to all my autistic neurodivergence, but this is my autism kicking in. When you have autism, you develop pattern recognition. That's why my discernment is so sharp. I have quality, very sharp pattern recognition. I can pick apart people's personalities and the way that they move. And, you know, I can predict their next moves because I've calculated everything based off of pattern recognition. And I called Dr. Umar out last year. This dude is an alleged deadbeat father. He's a womanizer. His side chick is out here putting him on blast. You know, all types of trauma with his mother. He's a walking contradiction. He's a walking, talking hypocrite.
I'm seeing a lot of chatter about Umar Johnson and his frozen bank accounts. Umar is saying that one of his ex-girlfriends, or whatever she was, she could potentially be behind his frozen accounts. Other people who I'm more inclined to believe are suggesting that maybe he's having some tax issues because, you know, the way he was collecting his money and the way he was filing and stuff like that. Somebody even went and got the reports of like how much money he was making from each company and like how he was filing it and stuff. I don't know all the legal mumbo jumbo, but yeah, I think we might be seeing the end of Umar Johnson. And I'm honestly not surprised. I've said multiple times that serious people don't take Umar Johnson seriously, and people who do take him seriously are just not serious people. Because it comes to a point. You've been raising money for over 10 years.
Wait a minute, man. I gotta remember that. Serious people don't take him seriously. And seriously, people that take him don't seriously, and serious people don't seriously take, I don't know. What you say, man? I gotta get this. Hold on for a minute, y'all.
Serious people don't take Umar Johnson seriously.
Serious people don't take Umar Johnson seriously.
Yeah, I think we might be seeing the end of Umar Johnson, and I'm honestly not surprised. I've said multiple times that serious people don't take Umar Johnson seriously, and people who do take him seriously are just not serious people.
And people who do take him seriously, they just ain't serious people. I like that. I gotta make sure I got it there one more time. One more
and
time.
like how he was fouling it and stuff. I don't know all the legal mumbo jumbo, but yeah, I think we might be seeing the end of Umar Johnson. And I'm honestly not surprised. I've said multiple times that serious people don't take Umar Johnson seriously, and people who do take him seriously are just not serious people. Because it comes to a point. You've been raising money for over 10 years to get this school open, and all we got is like 2 abandoned buildings that you just sit outside of all day and live stream from.
Right.
Like what? How many times have we seen the inside of that building? I think I've seen the inside maybe like 2 or 3 times in 10 years. You know, we seen the paint job. I heard there was no electricity in the building. I don't know. He got a little garden going on outside of there because he said the school is going to be serving plant-based lunches and shit. And you know, they got homages to Oshun and all this other stuff. Everything but a functional school. And my thing is, if it takes you 10 years of donations just to get the doors open, how are you going to pay the staff?
Right.
How are you going to pay the bills? Let's say you a teacher at the FDMG Academy and payday comes, nothing hits your account. You go to Umar Johnson and he tells you he can't pay you because he didn't get enough donations that month. Like, let's be fucking serious. But yeah, I'm gonna be keeping my eye out on Umar Johnson and his financial woes. And you know, let's just hope for the best, whatever the best may be. I'm
sorry, he had me cracking up. Umar Johnson's about to take that damn passport and that Ghanaian citizenship that he got. He's about to exit stage left. I can see that man flying off to Africa and not coming back time soon.
Having some Murgatroyd. Exit. Stage left. Or right even. People are not taking him serious. Oh man, I gotta hear this one about 50,000 times. And people that take him serious are not serious people.
The jig is up, Umar.
So Dr. Umar is broke and the feds are on his head top. What a shocker. Listen, folks, like, ain't no money in being woke, yo. Like, once the grift is up, you turn to scamming because the grift is what pays all your bills. And once that dries up, you gotta scam somehow, some way. And that school was a scam. Now, will the people wake up to it? No, because one thing about human beings, they all have egos, and you can't admit when you're wrong and cut your losses. So you gotta double and triple down. Like I say, like your race hustlers, your Negro wranglers, and your hoe hounders, your time is gonna be up. So how about you actually do something that is productive instead of stoking all of this division?
To everybody that said Dr. Umar was a scammer, I apologize. Look, I apologize. I'm one of the people that gotta come out and just be real and say, yeah, he just might be a scammer. If you don't know what's going on, Dr. Umar has been accused of owing the state of Delaware up to $40,000, bruh. And when you look back at it, he been getting money from the people for years, and still to this day asking people for money. I think we all just gotta face the facts that we really just been funding this man lifestyle and possible rug habits, man, allegedly. My thing is, though, with these so-called revolutionary people, why do they always lose track of the mission? It seems like they come in serious, and then all of a sudden, somewhere along the line, it's either women, debt, the law, it's always something. I'm so glad Martin Luther King Jr. didn't have no TikTok and Instagram, Malcolm X and all these other people, bruh, because the internet ruined our revolutionaries, especially our black ones, bruh. It's been years, and all we seen Dr. Umar do is go to Africa, wear turbans and headscarves, and claim he the king of Pan-Africanism, man. At what point do we just say, yeah, we been swindled by this man?
All right, so you guys just saw what people on TikTok are saying. So the conversation is happening. People are very upset because, again, a lot of people are invested. Again, I donated to this school years ago when my kids were in elementary school. Both of my children have since graduated high school and one is done with college. So it just does not make any sense that this school has still not come to fruition. So I'm glad that people are waking up and they're holding him accountable. But Umar is just full of shit. But tea sippers, I leave the conversation up to you guys. I look forward to seeing what you guys have to say down below. Please leave a comment. Feel free to share this video, like the video. Most importantly, make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. And I'll talk to y'all later. Deuces.
If you want the latest news in the streets, join us and tune in for the tea. Breaking news with integrity.
Is that you singing, girl? Is that you singing at the end? Oh my gracious, that was very entertaining. I like the way she put her show together. I just wanted to hear from a female to make sure she is 100%, beyond a reasonable doubt, she is 100% on the same side. And she got all these co-signers, man. I don't do TikTok. Uncle Mike don't go over, I don't even go over there cuz I don't do Instagram. I don't do Twitter. I'm trying to do more of these other platforms because everybody keeps saying, you gotta learn, I'm a YouTuber, man, and I'm trying my best on YouTube, and look how we struggling. God dang, look here, man. I think I'm done. With Umar, man. I think I'm Umar'd out until I get back home. I'm letting y'all know, real talk. I'm going up to Delaware. I'm going to put the address in my GPS. Delaware. I think it's about a 3-hour drive to get there. 3 or 4 hour drive. I'm going to go up that joint and I'm going to take all this filming and everything, and I'm going to go talk to some people and interview some people and everything, and just say, yo, man, I'm just getting the people's story. I'm pretty sure that Dr. Umar should be there. He might be preparing his little march. He's supposed to be getting these people. Brothers and sisters are South African. Is that right? Am I saying it right, man? I can't talk that. But I'm hoping to see him and going to interview him, man, because I'm not going to ask for no questions and everything. I don't even want you to lie to me, bruh. I don't even want to hear your damn lies. I don't want... God damn. Oh my gracious, y'all. How in the... Dude. How can you build a school for 10 years? You finally got the daggone 2 buildings. Now you about to lose them. You've been flying all over the world. You got this girl on Instagram talking negative about you. And your daughter talking negative about you. You got a nephew on the daggone thing talking negative about you. I want to know. And I want to please, if somebody who support him and down with him, please get in touch with me, man. Let's sit down and talk. That's what I want. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so, man. Peace out.